All right. This is Big Ronnie saying if you don't watch this guy's YouTube channel, you're making a big mistake.
What is up, everybody? What is up? I am. Apparently, I am peaking. I am the OGP. It is Monday at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, in the early evening on the west coast of the United States of America. That means it is time for OGP's live news about movies and all things cool. How is everybody doing tonight? Very happy to be with you here. I just actually got back from Las Vegas, Nevada yesterday evening. And man, did I have one heck of a time out there. And that is going to be a really cool video coming for you guys very soon. Before I dive into the news too much, just wanted to mention this. Something to look forward to in that Vegas video is I went to, oh, whoa, what the heck happened there? I guess this is gone goofy. It's gone goofy on me. Well, check this out. I went to a show, and this is apparently I'm going to get all whited out here. But I went to a show and saw Mr. Tommy Davidson himself, and I'm trying to figure out what happened with that image, but yeah, I guess I just don't have it for you. You're gonna have to wait. Or here, let me try. I'll show you this real quick, anyways. Boom, there it is. Me and Tommy Davidson from Mr. Tommy Davidson from Martin, and in Living Color. And he was such a cool dude. And that bums me out that that's not working because I had a few other images from that show. But Tommy was amazing. It was a great show, and it was opened by my good friend, Mr. Warren Durso, the ugliest comic. I think that's what he goes by. He's the world's ugliest comic. But he opened the show and killed it. That was his first big performance in a couple years since before COVID. And so it was great to see him back on stage. I love Warren to death. He's such a great dude and just, one of the funniest people I have ever met in my life. So that was an epic trip. I had a great time out there in Vegas. And like I said, there is a video going to be coming. Probably shoot that out to you Wednesday around 10 a.m. But for now, it is time that we dive into this week's movie news. And we're going to start with the theatrical releases here. The big one this week would be Father Stew, and that's actually coming out Wednesday. I don't know why, but the release date is Wednesday. Maybe they're just trying to rack up a few extra views for the weekend. But Father Stew with Mark Wahlberg and Mel Gibson. Story about Mark Wahlberg is kind of like a bad dude, trouble with the law and stuff. But then he kind of has this epiphany and he wants to become a priest. So that's kind of like his struggle or journey to do that. And so that's coming out in theaters this week. Then the other big one is the third installment of the Fantastic Beasts. This one is The Secrets of Dumbledore with Jude Law, Mads Mikkelsen, and Ezra Miller. And I'm not a huge Fantastic Beasts fan. I can't see myself jumping in to see Father Stew or Fantastic Beasts in the theater, for the money it takes to go out and do that now. But anyways, those are your two biggies in theaters this week. In stores with the physical media, we are getting finally our Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out. And this is really cool because there's like limited editions or exclusive editions at Best Buy, Walmart, and Target. So this one here is the Best Buy Steelbook, and it's $34.99. You can get just the regular 4K. And I think this one here, no, I'm sorry. I'm lying to you. That is Walmart. Somehow or another, these have gotten out of order here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. There's Best Buy. This is the Best Buy Steelbook right here. I had these in order. Sometimes, for whatever reason, on this StreamYard, my overlays like move around on me, and it gets frustrating. But anyhow, yeah, this is what you can get at Best Buy there, $34.99, or you can just get the regular 4K for $29.99. Then over at Walmart, this is the Walmart. And Walmart, it's an exclusive artwork with the slipcover, and it's $27.96. Or just the regular 4K is also $27.96. So if you're going to get something at Walmart, get the nice one with the slipcover there. Then Target has, where did Target go? So the cool thing is when they all have their exclusives, they're different type of artwork. So Target has the fan art edition. So I guess inside there's some type of collectible fan art cards in there. So and that's $27.99. So and they're also just the regular 4K at Target. It's also $27.99. Personally, for me, I kind of think the Best Buy Steelbook is kind of the coolest, but you've got your choice to make right there. So pretty cool stuff. Then this is pretty cool. This one is RoboCop is getting an Arrow video release and also an Arrow video 4K. So this is an Arrow video Steelbook. Those slides, the pictures really goofed me up a minute ago. I was really bummed out about that. But anyways, yeah. So this is the RoboCop Steelbook here. And the Steelbook is basically, it says that it has 3 different cuts of the movie. I don't know what the third would be, but you've got the theatrical, you got the director's cut, and maybe there's like an extended version or something. But then the Arrow video copy, you get 2. You get the theatrical and the director's cut. And then there's a poster and some other artwork, little cards that come with that, as well as the little booklet that, like, when you get a Arrow video box, they usually come with some little goodies in there, and that's there. So now the Arrow video non-Steelbook release, you can find at Best Buy for $32.99, and then the Steelbook is $27.99, and it's the same price at Walmart. And then Target, you want to avoid with this one. This Arrow video one here is $42.99, so like $10 more. And then the Steelbook would be $34.99. So quite a bit more expensive at Target. So if you're interested in the RoboCop 4K, I would definitely recommend Best Buy or Walmart for that. But the Steelbook looks very cool. But at the same time, all the goodies you get with just the Arrow video release. That's a tough decision. It's a tough decision to make right there. But then we got Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, also getting an Arrow video release. Best Buy, $24.99. Walmart and Target are $34.99. So you definitely want to grab this at Best Buy. And it's the Arrow video 4K release there. Then also this week, we got Chucky Season 1 is coming out on Blu-ray. And that's going to be $23.99 at Best Buy. It's basically $24.95. It's like $25 at Target and Walmart. So still Best Buy with a little bit like a buck cheaper, a little bit better price. So all in all, Best Buy is the big winner this week as far as prices. But then we got New Year's Evil. This looks pretty cool. It's a Kino Lorber release of a 1980 classic horror movie there, coming out on Blu-ray. Target and Best Buy, it's going to be right at $20. Walmart is $30. So we're still, if everything so far, aside from Spider-Man, because you got to make your decision, you're pretty good with just going to Best Buy. And then we got Tentacles, another Kino Lorber release from 1977 coming out on Blu-ray. And that is also about $20 at Target and Best Buy and 30 at Walmart. So it looks like everything that you may want in the way of physical media, you can probably just scoot on over to Best Buy and grab all that stuff for one good price. So anyways, there's nothing major going on this coming week in UFC. There is a fight night. The card is mediocre at best, but hey, sometimes those cards are a lot of fun. You never know. So I didn't pull up anything about that. But hey, baseball's back. We're like 3 or 4 games or maybe 5 games into the season at this point. I know baseball's it was really big in the past, but it's not on the level of like football or the NBA now and stuff. So, not as many fans as there were in the past, but I love baseball and I just enjoy that there's, for the next basically 6 months, every day there's going to be something to look forward to, even just scrolling through as far as checking the scores and stuff like that. A lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, no UFC though, stuff to talk about because the fights are just there's nothing big going on this weekend. But after this past weekend's big pay-per-view event, which I had 2 out of 4 right on the card, which I don't have that either. I can't show you. But anyways, it was a good card, but I was busy hanging out with Warren Durso and Tommy Davidson that night. So I didn't get to watch the fights. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to go hang out with celebrities and comics and some of the funniest people on the planet, or you're going to watch some fights? When you don't get to hang out with funny people all the time, you got to take advantage of the opportunity when you can. So there's that. So anyways, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me. Make sure you're subscribed and you've hit the bell so that way you can get all the notifications when I do go live. And I do want to make an announcement for next week, and that is next Monday. I will be having a pre-recorded movie news. I will not be live next Monday. I'll try and do a live stream maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, but next Monday's movie news will be pre-recorded and uploaded. I'll set a premiere for it, and that is because that is my wedding anniversary, my 19th wedding anniversary, and I've definitely got to not be focused on YouTube that day, focused on the wife that day. So I will not be live, but I'll try and get another one, whether it's Sunday. Well, that's Easter, so that might not be a good day either. But some point next week, I will still jump on live and we will chat it up and have ourselves a good little time. So with that being said, that's about it as far as things that I really wanted to cover in the way of movie news. I do got some other things, and we can scroll through the Blu-rays here on Blu-ray.com. We'll do that in just a second. Right now, let me get caught up on some of the comments and say hello to you folks. Oh, here we go. We already have the porn bots. Oh, man. So let's see. Play a lot of games. How you doing? That comment was from way earlier today, 10:59 a.m. So not sure if you're here. Play a lot of games. Hopefully you are. But thanks for dropping by. Be in Chile. How's it going? Gonna be on time. Nice, right? Yeah. You got no excuse. You're up there in Oregon, same time zone. What's going on? Yeah, but I'm glad you made it this time. That's very cool that you were able to be here right when we kicked the show off. Sinister Shadows, what is up, Sinister Shadows? Being Chilly, got some of my taxes back and splurge. Bought some Blu-rays on eBay, Kino with the sale, Hamilton Books, Stinky Tuna, spent too much, but worth it. Wow. You know what? I just got back from Vegas, and yep, I dropped some cash. I got a stack of movies over here, but I was able to cross 7 movies off of my list that I was looking for. So that's pretty cool. You'll see those pickups. Aside from one of them, I'm going to talk about one of them here in a few minutes. But the rest of the pickups you'll see in a video coming out Wednesday, 10 a.m. Big Bird, how you doing today, Big Bird? Vegas, baby. You are right. You are right. Vegas. Zamora, how you doing tonight? What is up, Zamora? And the Wicked Network, what up? How was your weekend? Anything good? It was epic. This weekend was epic. It was epic. And man, I'm gonna see. I gotta see. I don't know where that picture of like I had set a picture of me with Tommy Davidson that I was going to show you guys, and I'm pulling it up right now. It's going to take me just a second. I'm re-uploading it here because I don't know what happened with that other one, but I want to bring this in here. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Little bit better. Look at that. Boom, there it is. That's what happened this weekend. And yes, to answer your question, it was a very good weekend. It was a very good weekend. Yep. That is me, the OGP, hanging out with Mr. Tommy Davidson from Martin and In Living Color and so many other things. But he is a hilarious stand-up comedian. His show was great and had a lot of fun. And it was very cool getting to hang out in the green room backstage with him. This is like a private area because of my good friend Warren Durso, the other comedian that opened for Tommy. I was able to get back in the green room there and hang out with Tommy and Warren and some other really, really cool folks. So that was really amazing. Anytime you get to do stuff like that, where, it's a place where the public is not allowed to go, is really cool. So did that this weekend. I did that. Yes, I did. They're selling that at Best Buy on eBay for 60 to 90 already. I'm guessing you're talking about Spider-Man or RoboCop, one of the two. Pimp nasty time. What up? Mario. Hey, Mario, how you doing tonight? Mario, what up? Best Buy always has best exclusive, but you never find anything in stock, right? No, I know that feeling. Oh, thank you very much for the little congrats on the anniversary there. Appreciate that. Yeah, we got some bots already, and I blocked them. Hopefully that shuts them down for tonight. Got a pile of stuff that you're replacing DVDs with. Oh, right on. Yeah, upgrades are always cool. Love getting me some upgrades. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about that I did this weekend, one of the people that I got to hang out with was really, really cool homegirl. And this was the first time I'd ever met her, was this weekend. She was also hanging out backstage at Tommy's show, and that was the homegirl Candace, aka let me get her up here. I'm gonna see if I can share this screen right here. Sorry guys. Here we go. I promise. One of these days I'm gonna get somebody to help me out with this stuff so I can do a little better. Boom, there it is. So was hanging out with Dizzle the Dime. Her name is Candace. She goes by Dizzle the Dime. She has done some rapping and acting, some other stuff. She is absolutely hilarious. She could be a stand-up comedian if she wanted. I cannot play this because it's copywritten, but there's a link I put down below if you are interested in seeing her music video here. And this is hysterical. This is absolutely hysterical because what happened was, after the show, we all went over to this pizza place and we're sitting there having pizza, and the waitress comes up to Dizzle and was like, "Do you want a beer?" And she goes, "Only if you have 211s." Yes, 211s, as in like the fluffy gamers drink a choice 211s. So we were all just like, what? I was dying. I was like, I have just met Fluffy's dream girl right here. someone that he could kick back and slam 211s with. Oh my God. But she was so cool hanging out with her friend Stephanie, Warren, the big homies, Matt and Justin's brother Travis. It was like great. It was a really cool night getting to hang out with everybody, and see Tommy and everybody too. So very cool night. So yeah, I had a great weekend. But anyways, when this video is over, look down below because you don't want to miss me sitting here rambling. But you can look down below and the link to watching Dizzle the Dimes Stank remix. But I got a little clip of it just because it is copywritten. I can't really play, but here's a little sample of what she has in store. So I did that twice so you could see, and she's talking about steel reserves, and I was like, that's cool. But during her video, she's got like steel reserve cans stacked up everywhere and stuff. It's pretty dang awesome. So, anyways, yeah, I had a great time this weekend, meeting some really cool people and had a lot of fun. And so that's what happened. Also, so that was Saturday. Then Friday, we were at the Double Down Saloon in Vegas, which I love. If you don't know, that is one of my favorite places on earth. And the Double Down Saloon had the Swank Bastards playing there. That's the name of the band. They were playing there on Friday. And then after the Swank Bastards was a really bad band. But then another band came on called Stignati's Cock. And that's like a reference from a movie. I believe a Tarantino movie. There was like a cop that was named Stignati. I hope I'm saying that right. Stignati's Cock. Anyways, they were great. Though the Swank Bastard and Stignati's Cock were great bands. And then that was Friday. Then Wednesday, I went to another comedy show with a good friend, Jeffrey Peterson, headlining there. And I put up a video of that. It's not getting many views. I did put it up at a bad time of day. So if you haven't seen that, it's only like a 6 or 7 minute video. It's a couple little jokes from Jeffrey's show. It was a really awkward venue, so I couldn't get a really good shot of it, of him. But then spent a few minutes talking with him about what's going on in the near future with Jeffrey Peterson. And he's a very funny dude. If you're into weed at all, he is the 420 comic. So, he's a very funny guy. He just was this past weekend at Kushstock in California, which is like a big weed convention kind of thing. So got to hang out with him, got to see his comedy show. And that was cool because that was at Rick's Rollin' Smokin' Barbecue, I think is the correct name of it. And that is right next door to the Pawn Stars pawn shop, the Gold and Silver Pawn in Vegas. It's owned by Rick, the guy that, does the pawn shop, from Rick's, from Pawn Stars. So it was at his place. He was not there, but there was, I think there was like 5 different comedians and a couple of them really killed it. It was a very fun show. But the video with Jeffrey, I didn't show the other comedians. I might put some of them in my bigger picture Vegas video for Wednesday. We'll see about that. But it was a fun show. I had a great time. And then after that show on Wednesday night, we went over to the Double Down Saloon. So I was at the Double Down on Wednesday and Friday, twice this trip. Wednesday was the Franks and Dean's Weenie Roast. And so that's really cool because the band, their name is Franks and Dean's. They're a punk band, but they play a lot of old school like Rat Pack music, like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin music. And so they played Wednesday night and absolutely, just like always, they absolutely killed it. And the Franks and Deans are actually on tour right now. And I'm not sure, they're going like a lot of different places across the country this month on tour. So if you're interested in seeing one heck of a show, it's like punk rock. It's going to be loud and in your face, But if you're into that, look up Frank's and Dean's. I should put their link down below too. I'll do that after the video here. Mario says happy anniversary. Thank you, Mario. Appreciate that. Joe, how you doing tonight, Joe? Where's Cinestalker and Fluffy 211? You guys need more drinking videos. Yeah, I'm not sure where they are. I've sent them the links, and they are doing what they do. If they can jump in, they will, but I'm not sure at this point. No promises. Not Stig Nasty. Stagnetti's. I think it's Stagnetti. Yeah. Oh, Wicked Network's live video. Right on. Cool. So yeah, that is basically what my weekend involved. It was 4 nights in Vegas. Cinestalker was going to come with me, but being out there 4 nights was too long for him because I didn't get home till after midnight last night. So I was really gone like 5 days, and that was just too much. Cinestalker could not get away, or else he would have been there with me. But definitely in the next trip out there, we'll me and Cinestalker will do it up. Yes, we will. So let's jump in now. Before we get too far off topic or anything, we'll jump into the good old Blu-rays. You thought I was going to say book off. Nope. The good old Blu-ray. So here's Blu-ray.com. And so you could see Spider-Man No Way Home, RoboCop. We talked about those. Mary Shelley Frankenstein, Chucky. There is a 1987 film, Walker, getting a Criterion release. When I talk about movies, to me, there might be other movies that interest some of you guys, and if so, you should mention them to me. I always love getting feedback from you on movies I should watch and stuff, and that's why I have my handy dandy list here with like tons of movies in it that I'm looking for, most of which have been recommended by you all. And so, if there's stuff that I don't cover here, definitely let me know. But Kevin Costner here in American Flyers, getting a Blu-ray release. Fandango, 1985, getting Blu-ray release, another Kevin Costner movie. And this one here, The Abominable Dr. Phoebes, and then Dr. Phoebes Rises Again, double feature, getting a Blu-ray. Just movies that, to me weren't big enough to go ahead and bring up slides and everything and talk about. But Spirit Walker from last year coming up, Beverly of Graustark from 1926. Man, we're going way back there. Virgin Strip, Bear by Her Bachelors, getting a Blu-ray. So I mean, there's a lot. Escape from Alcatraz, 1979, Clint Eastwood. That's a great film. Getting a Blu-ray. War Hunt from, well, I guess it's this year. It must be a brand new release. But yeah, that one. Let's see. Well, if I could pull it up, it's thinking about. There we go. So, yeah, Mickey Rourke. I guess, yeah, Mickey Rourke is, pretty much the only big name actor in there. But I was kind of curious to zoom in to see the other two guys' faces here, being that, you obviously saw Mickey Rourke right off the bat, but where'd we go? Did we get lost? April 5, we're a week behind. Now, here's the thing. Oh, also today, Horror in the High Desert, I guess a film made in northern Nevada, or supposed to be in northern Nevada, horror film came out. But I'm not really sure where. But so lots of stuff coming out this week. But next week also, check this out. We're going to have Heavy Metal, Cabin in the Wood, Night Creatures, Jackass Forever. So there's a lot coming out next week to look forward to as well. So be careful. Don't spend all your money at once here. So that's about it with that. Let me get rid of this thing here. So what's going on with everybody? How is everybody doing? What are you guys up to and looking forward to? Do we have any baseball fans out there? Which one of the Spider-Man movies are you all picking up? Are you getting somebody already mentioned that the Best Buy always has like the best exclusives. So which one are you guys getting? Now, I want to talk about a movie that I did pick up while I was out in Vegas, and I was actually started filming a movie review on it. And this was It started off, the first 20 minutes of this movie was great, but maybe even 30 minutes of it. But after a while, this movie took a left turn to Shitsville, and it got bad. It had so much potential. I was so excited to watch this because I've been looking for this forever. And after, like I said, after like the first 20, 30 minutes, I was all into this. And then the last 30, well, or no, this is like, I think, an hour and 40 minutes long. So the last over an hour was like dragging, and what the hell is going on? They could have tightened it up so much. And the film that I am talking about that you're all dying to know, what am I teasing you with, is Feed. Feed. Oh, apparently somebody's here. Dogs are going apeshit. But Feed, Australian movie from the makers of Lawnmower Man and Virtuosity. This started off great. It started off great. And if you haven't seen it, I'll try not to spoil too much. But it is a film about a guy who gets somehow or another convinces these women to just let him keep feeding them, and they're laying in these beds and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They don't appear to be tied down or anything, or forced to be there. They're just there, and they get so big that they can't leave. And this guy just keeps feeding them, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the twist of it is that it's all online. They're like being live streamed or whatever. And there's an online gambling racket, and everybody's betting on when the women will die. And you can see that's belly wrinkles right there. That's over here, belly wrinkles. And so these people are on there betting on when these women are going to die. And so that's pretty messed up. And this guy's just feeding them and feeding them. But he is like such a creep that while he's feeding them, he's like rubbing food all over their bodies and stuff and getting them all grodied up. And he's over like rubbing one out, like while he's doing that. So it's real. The dude is twisted. The women are messed up. Betting on when people are going to die is messed up. There's so many things that I'm going like, this has so much potential to really truly be one of the most messed up movies ever. But, and that's a big but, the cop who's on the case and trying to figure out where these women are disappearing to or whatever is obviously Australian, but he decides he's going to go to United States because that's where he's found that this one woman is, and he's going to try and stop her from being killed. But he doesn't do like, he doesn't talk to like the American authorities or anything and get, in cahoots with them to try and solve it. He's just like, I'm going to fly up there on my own and do this. Big red flag. That's, just not the way things are done. But everything about that was just very long and dragged out and slow and very disappointing. And even, and I'm not going to go into what happens in the final scene because this is, many people regard this as one of the most messed up movies of all time. So I don't want to completely spoil it if you haven't seen it. But toward the end scene, like the showdown at the end, it was just, it could have been done in like 3 or 4 minutes, but they made it like 15 minutes long. And it just dragged out so bad. I don't know why it's an hour and 41 minutes. If this was, maybe, around 85 minutes or around 80 minutes, it would have been much better. They could have trimmed so much off of it. So anyways, but I was still very happy to pick this up because that's one of those movies that if you look on eBay a while back, it was selling for like $150. Now you can get it for like $20 or $30. So I was very happy to get it, and I was glad to be able to watch it, but it definitely disappointed for me. And I You know, on a 1 to 10, I'm probably about a 5 with it right in the middle. Uh-oh, something is going down here right now. Here we go. Are you guys ready for the fluffy game is in the house? It's the fluffy
What
game.
up?
Did you see your
Oh,
new
hell, King Booga.
here's the fluffy game as intro. Yeah. 211. What she say? Still reserve all in my cup. 211 something.
Put some respect on my 211.
Yeah, put some respect on it, man. But yeah, man. So what's going on in the world of the fluffy game of King Book Off?
You know me. Chilling
Yeah.
at the book off.
Nice. Oh, you're at the
I just
book
got
off
out
right
of the
now.
store.
Mm.
Yeah, I was in there for about an hour.
You come up on anything?
Come up on that little sack.
Oh, nice. Hey, did I mention I hung out with Tommy Davidson this weekend?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Did you try and shoot a poison dart into your ass?
Yeah. Nope. But man, he was cool. He was cool, man. That show was great. And
Yeah.
in a sense, I'm, you know, like it would have been cool if, like, you know, you and I know Wet Movie One was, you know, kind of, you know, wish he could have been there too, but and Cinestalker. But if it was all of us, I don't think we were going backstage. I don't think that was going to happen. You know, getting to the green room.
Yeah. It would have been cool, but it's all good.
Yeah, but man, Warren killed it. Warren's show was amazing. He opened, and it was cool because he was the only opener. I thought it was going to be like a couple different comics before Tommy, but no, it was just Warren and then Tommy. And Warren did like 30 minutes and absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a great
And
show.
How many
great time.
There was a lot of people there, wasn't there?
Couple thousand at least. I don't know exactly how many seats were available, but the show was sold out. It was a packed house, and it was like I don't know. I would guess a couple thousand people. Yeah, it was a big show. Maybe 1,500, 2,000, something. I would think at least. So yeah, a really cool show. But
Right on.
yeah, you
It
gonna
looked like it was a good time.
Yeah. No, I had a blast and kind of recovering, like clearing the cobwebs out of my brain, from all that beer over the last few days.
Yeah.
You know me, man. I usually drink like once a week or something, but man, 4 days in a row.
You know how to recover, right? You know how to recover real quick?
No.
You start drinking more beer.
Oh, my bad. I knew that. So, did you see the comment? Where did Frozen? No, but hey, being chilly, what were you talking about here? Was saying that the Best Buy Steelbook is already selling on eBay for $60 to $90. That came out today. I don't know if that was Spider-Man or if that was like RoboCop, but it was one of the two, Spider-Man or RoboCop, already selling for
Probably
like
already out of stock.
So yeah, could be. So anyways, you might consider walking into a Best Buy.
Huh.
Yeah.
And, there's one not too far from here.
Yeah. But yeah, man, just a pretty good weekend. Padres are off to a great start.
Yeah. What was it, 10 to something yesterday?
Yeah, 10-5. Yeah. Red Sox, not such a great start. They're lost 2 out of 3 to the Yankees to start the season. But yeah, Padres, man, they should be 4-0, but that dude in the 9th inning, that relief pitcher, gave up all them runs and lost.
At least they had plenty of runs to cover it.
Well, yesterday, but the first game of the season.
Oh,
season,
yeah.
won. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they should be 4-0.
Yeah. Balzer says the movie Feed should be called Die Fatty Die. That's hilarious. And
Yeah,
Die,
I heard it's pretty gory, or pretty weird.
not
You got
gory
it?
at all. Yeah.
It's about some guy who's like feeding these chicks, and people are bet on see who like dies first or something like that.
Yeah, and that's I was right before you came on. I was kind of going over, kind of talking about the story because I had
It's interesting.
Well, no, Matt and I watched it the other night, and
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to do a movie review, but I was saying, like, I was telling everybody right before you came on, the first like 30 minutes of it were amazing, and it was set to be like one of the like greatest, cringiest movies of all time. But then about halfway through the movie, it took a left turn to Shitsville, and it just got
where he starts
bad.
getting fixated on the women.
No, where it just got boring and drawn out. It was bad. The second half of the movie was just so bad and boring. Look, we got a super chat from J.R. Smith. What is up, J.R. Smith? Thank you very much for shooting a super chat over there. Always appreciate that. Much love out to you, J.R. Smith. David James, what's up? David James says, wow, his game is fluffy. You keeping your game, you ain't keeping your game tight, you keeping your game fluffy. Oh man. So what I saw you digging through your bag. You gonna show us some over there?
Yeah, so I found another Blu-ray steelbook.
Okay.
Underworld. It's region free. It's got region ABC on the back. It's a 3D movie, Blu-ray. Underworld Awakening. I'm not sure which one that one is. Probably the last one. But I paid some money. I paid $15, but it looks like I can get at least 30 for it. So I'll make a couple dollars off of that.
Well, is that a movie? Is it brand new?
No, it's in a seal wrap, like one of the book off. They put it in plastic so it looks nice.
Yeah, I know you're down with the 3D movies. You gonna watch it before you sell it?
I'm not really a fan of the Underworld series. I've seen the first couple. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this one was a nice find for $5. Cheech and Chong.
Oh,
this one is brand new factory sealed.
Which
$5.
Couldn't read it.
Corsican Brothers.
Okay.
I sold one used and I got a good one for like $17.
Oh, nice.
So this one's brand new sealed. I don't know what I can get for that. Maybe $25, $30. I've seen one selling at auction for $20.
David James says he wished 3D would have fared better. He liked 3D. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I like the active 3D, not the passive. But yeah, this one like a foreign film from A&E. Paid $7. I'll be able to get 35. Also brand new sealed. Don't know anything about it.
That's cool.
And then another brand new movie, sealed, brand new sealed for $7. A movie called Flirtin'.
Huh. Never heard of it.
I'm just flirting.
Just flirting, baby. We're just flirting.
Yeah, it looks like an older flick, probably like 80s film. 1991.
That's cool.
Brand new sealed. I should be able to get at least 20 to 25. That's all I found today.
You know what? I'll give another spoiler from my pickups coming in the Vegas video because I'm curious your thoughts on this. And have you seen Up the Academy?
No.
Do you remember that? Okay. I picked this up in Vegas. It's from Mad Magazine, starring Ralph Macchio, and it's actually directed by Robert Downey, and you know what? That might be Robert Downey Sr. Come to think about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Junior?
Yeah, because it doesn't say Junior. So, but it says, attend Hut dudes, fall in with the cadets of Sheldon Weinberg Military Academy, where the new arrivals have decided anything goes. So the first things to go are the rules. In the tradition of Stripes and Police Academy, Up the Academy deploys film debuting Ralph Macchio. Oh, so this is Ralph Macchio's first movie.
Oh, okay.
and a company in a series of raunchy madcap maneuvers. Barbara Bach as a fully armed armaments expert. Tom Poston. Let's see. Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to sit here and read the whole thing.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that one.
The education they got wasn't in the books. But yeah, being from Mad Magazine, that's probably going to be hysterical.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I seem to remember seeing this way back in the day. I remember the title Up the Academy. And so when I just saw, at Zia Records, I just saw Up the Academy and I was like, oh, I think I remember that. And pulling it out, I was after reading that it's like a military academy kind of comedy. I'm pretty sure I saw it back in the 80s, but if I did, it would have been damn near 40 years ago. So
maybe that could be our next movie review.
Yeah, no, totally, man. Totally. This is, definitely, something I'm looking forward to checking out. But yeah, I don't, speaking of our next movie review, I don't think I'm going to go out tonight because I need to edit that Vegas video. But, and if tomorrow is looking kind of free for you, maybe we do something tomorrow night if you chilling. So we'll look at it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Look at this. Balls are coming through with the $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Balzer. What is up, man? Appreciate the love, man.
Hell already supporting your next Vegas run.
Yeah. Balzer just paid for Up the Academy because that was like, I think $7.99. Man,
nice.
That's cool. That's cool. That's got Major Pain written all over it, right? I think it does. It feels like it's going to have like a little Major Pain influence, but like in the cast, looking at these guys, like I wish I knew their names. And maybe because some of them look so familiar. You know what other movie I was looking for in Vegas, but I couldn't find was I was looking for Hamburger.
You're not going to find that.
Yeah.
Unless you buy a bootleg. There's no DVD release.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I ordered one on eBay. Like I should still have it. And it was a pretty good copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, great movie.
Yeah. 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 Maybe I'll have to see if I can get a copy on VHS and I still got the VCR right here.
I'm sure you can find the bootleg DVD.
Yeah. Yeah, and that'd be fine too. Yeah. Because I just want to watch it again. You can't like trying to find it streaming. I haven't been able to find it.
I found it on YouTube. Like the whole movie.
The whole movie? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
The sound's not the greatest, but it's still pretty good. It's still okay, but yeah, I was actually surprised with the bootleg. It was a pretty decent, clear copy.
Well, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, I just may have to check that out. What do you say?
Hamburger.
I just may.
Born America.
No fresh.
Put those cookies back. Mother flowers.
Yeah. Man, that movie, man. I love that movie, man. Hysterical.
Oh, yeah, no, it totally brings you back to the 80s, man. Like, you feel like you're, like, 14, 15 years old again.
Yeah.
Actually, totally. I think we were younger. I think we were probably, like, 12 or maybe 11.
Yeah, I don't remember the first time I ever saw it. In fact, and if I had to guess, I would say the first time I ever saw it, I was probably already in my 20s. So, I don't remember ever seeing it as a kid. But
I remember seeing it in the drive-in theater.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. No, okay.
Yeah.
For me, no. Yeah,
for me being a kid, that was a great movie.
Well, yeah. No, it was just so funny. It's like that.
It's got kind of or whatever that guy's name is, the football coach.
Mike Ditka or Dick Butkus?
Yeah, Mike Ditka. There you go.
Yeah. He comes in. He's like an angry customer or something, right?
I think he's. Oh God, what is he? I can't remember what he is, but he plays like a security guard or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. It's man, like I said, it's been so long I can't remember it, but I'd love to check that out again. So yeah, just one more time. I just want to say thanks again for Balzer for that super chat. And while we're at it, J.R. Smith, thank you very much, both of you guys, for the super chats. Super duper cool of you guys to do that. But yeah, so man,
there's a movie I'd like to mention that I just recently watched.
Oh, what's that?
That I highly recommend for everybody to go to the Dollar Tree and get yourself a copy. It's on Blu-ray with the slipcover, and it's good.
Are you talking about Spree?
No, that one was okay, but yeah, that one was on. Was it deep? Yeah, I think it was.
Well, anyways, I was just going to mention real quick that movie Spree. So Zia already has 2 of them for sale there for $13. And didn't you just pick it up?
Yeah, no, it was okay. It gets kind of dark near the end. You're like, oh, dang. But yeah, it's got David Arquette's in it. He plays like the dad.
Man, Brendan needs to get a copy of that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, the movie I was going to mention that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
Arizona.
Oh yeah, you were talking about what? And who's in that again?
The guy from Eastbound and Down.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Is it Kevin?
I can't remember the name. Then also Seth Rogen's in it.
Is that Danny McBride? I think it's
Danny McBride. There you go. Yeah. Seth Rogen's in it.
Nice.
And then,
One
Luke
second.
Wilson or Owen Wilson.
J.R. Smith coming through with another super chat right here. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love.
Damn.
J.R. Smith hooking it up. Well, that's a great cat. So is it the blonde Wilson brother?
I always forget. No, it's the dark-haired one.
Okay. It's not. Wow.
Yeah, it's not the funky nose guy.
So I think that's Luke then. I think. Oh,
okay,
yeah. I never remember. I don't.
But yeah, he's it's a movie called it's Sprinkling. Oh shit. Arizona. Highly recommend it. Yeah.
Okay. So what's it
Somebody
about?
Somebody accidentally gets killed, and there's a witness, and they gotta take care of the witness.
Oh.
Yeah, it gets pretty dark. It's pretty dark.
Nice. Yeah.
It's kind of a comedy, cool. And like it's good.
Yeah, when you said Arizona at first, I was thinking like Raising Arizona, but definitely not that. Definitely not that.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Yeah, no, that sounds great. Yeah, with that cast and everything, I definitely love it.
It kind of gave me the vibes of like Fargo.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah. That's and I love Fargo. But man, David Arquette, man, Brendan needs to get himself a copy of that and run on over next time he sees David Arquette and get that thing signed.
Yeah.
Mr. Wet Movie.
I think he'd rather have him sign a screen poster.
Yeah. Did that happen this weekend? I think.
I don't think so. But he did get to pie him in the face, apparently.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I haven't really, being that I was out so busy in Vegas, I haven't really had a lot of time to catch up with Cinestalker or Wet Movie 1 since I got back. So not sure how that played out for him, but that's cool. Yeah, man, get to pie David Arquette in the face. That's pretty badass.
No video. No video.
Rob says Luke Wilson is a dark-haired one. Owen is the busted nose blonde. Yeah, okay.
No matter how many times people tell me, I'll still forget.
Yeah. It's no, right? And and here's the thing, I didn't know they were brothers for the longest time.
Oh, really?
And, yeah. But man, speaking of like hanging out in Vegas, so last night I was telling everybody, so Wednesday night we saw Jeffrey's show, the comedy show. Then we went and saw the Franks and Dean's weenie roast. Thursday was pretty much a recovery day because Matt and I were double fisting beers all night long at the Double Down.
Oh, God.
And
wow.
Good thing we took a Lyft ride there.
Yeah, best $40 spent ever, or however much it cost.
Yeah, to get all 3 places it was $80, but $40 home at the end of the day. Oh yeah,
it's worth it.
Better than a DUI, because I don't really remember too much of that ride home.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So, but it's funny. So Thursday we were sitting there and I was editing Jeffrey's video, and Matt calls his sister Darcy, and so he's on the phone with her, and he told her that we had gone to the Double Down the night before. She's like, "Oh God, did you guys drink ass juice?" He's like, "Yeah, we did." As a matter of fact, yes. As a matter of fact, we did have some ass juice. But
as long as you don't drink it out of the toilet seat, though.
Yeah. No, but Matt, I guess his sister Darcy already has one of those, and I have, one of the toilets out in the garage here. So
yeah, you got the black one and the white one.
Yeah, because did you get one, or the one was from?
Yeah, no, I gave you the other one.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So Jeffrey show, and then the Franks and Dean's weenie roast. Man, I was double fisting hot dogs too. I went up. I was like, I'm getting two. And
that's better than having an empty stomach.
Yes. So then, Thursday we pretty much recovered. Friday we went back to the Double Down and saw the Swank Bastards and then Stagnetti's Cock, and they're both hysterical. Stagnetti's Cock has a song. One song they're most like famous for is called Felipe, in which it's hilarious because they're like singing in Spanish, but it's hilarious. Like bad white guy. I don't really speak Spanish. Like that, what they're singing in, it's hilarious. But I can't get out of my head now. All I can think is Felipe. And then like halfway through the song, because it's like a Western kind of punk song, he just starts whistling too. I was dying. But they got another song called Beer, Sex, and Satan. So they're so good. So anyways, while the Swank Bastards and while Franks and Deans are playing, they always have the girls dancing there. You remember that? They always have like a girl.
I've never been there at the Double Down when they're there.
Oh man, you are missing out. So anyways, when they're performing, they always have a girl dancing, and she does like a striptease down to just pasties. And so so one of the girls that was dancing Wednesday was also there dancing Friday. And so Friday, while the Swank Bastards were playing, she's down to just the pasties, and she was just like, she was going off, like bouncing her boobs up and down and side to side, and it was hysterical.
So it really is the happiest place on earth.
Right. And the Swank Bastards is an appropriately named band to be playing at such a swanky place, Oh, wow. So yeah. Quick couple hellos. Heath B, what is up? Oh, and we already said hello to David James. We'll be chatting with David here. But Heath B in the house tonight. How you doing, Heath? But anyway, so the girl that was dancing there with just the pasties, there's going to be a little bit of that, just a little bit, because I don't want to get strikes, but there will be some of that in the Vegas video. So might want to tune in Wednesday. But that girl, after she does all that, they give her the bass guitar, and she gets up, and the guy who was playing bass like takes a break. She gets up and she's like jamming out, playing bass for like 3 songs.
Oh wow.
So then the Swank Bastards are done at the end of their gig. They go outside and they're just hanging out, and like, so Justin was like, these guys are great, and he went out and he was like hanging outside, like bullshitting with them for a while. And the band that came on after them was from Tacoma, Washington, and they said, they admitted they'd only played together like 10 times, and so they were pretty rough, and it was hard to get through their set. But then after them is when Stagnetti's Cock came on, and the bass guitarist in Stagnetti's Cock is that blonde girl that was stripping, bouncing her boobs everywhere. So anyways, and she's a great bass player. She was amazing. Oh, look, here we go. Brent Mania watching The Sandlot. Watching The Sandlot. What's your favorite baseball? Oh, maybe what's your favorite baseball movie? What's up, Brent Mania? We'll get into that. We're chatting a little bit. Maybe that's a question we'll come back to. But good one there. Styles 28, what up? What up? But she was great. She is a great bass guitarist. So that was really cool. So you'll definitely see some of that in there. But yeah, Stag and Netties. I gotta put a link to I got to put a link to all these bands like on the video so people can go see their videos and stuff. They're hilarious. This is funny. So I just Googled Stagnetti's cock and I get some results may be explicit. But if you go on there on Spotify, you can listen to them. The world's second greatest rock and roll band. But they have the song Beer, Sex, and Satan on YouTube. You know what? I might see if I can pull this up for a second here. Let's see if. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be copywritten, so I'm not going to go long with this. But we got to pull this up for just a second here. This is Stagnetti's cock, Beer, Sex, and Satan. Here we go. What's going on? Oh, there he is. So there he is. He's the lead guitarist, and he definitely he's like he kind of got the big sideburns, not quite as big as the Swank Bastards lead singer sideburn, but this guy definitely kind of has that like vibe going on too. Let's see here.
No.
So
they're not here.
Let's see. I might have to skip ahead here a second. Oh, that's funny. Pause it. Yeah, and the guy that just walked away was the lead singer of the Swank Bastards, the guy that he was just talking to right there. So, okay, I'm going to play it a little bit more here then.
Beer, sex, and Satan. It's called Beer, Sex, and Satan.
Yeah, dude, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, it's so good. I know I'm getting copywritten flagged right now, so I'm not going to let it go. But yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to put. But anyways, I'll drop a link down below for everybody to check it out. But Stagnetti's cock, The Swank Bastards, and Franks and Deans, they're all three amazingly badass bands. I can sit there all night long and just chill out and have beer. So that was great. But yeah, they've got some funny songs, and obviously, it's Stagnetti's cock. The last song they did is a cover, and I can't remember who did it first. But they covered the song Titties and Beer. So that was pretty cool too. But especially to see like a girl bass guitarist who was just dancing around with their boobies out was like, to be playing Titties and Beer was hysterical. Hoax 000. Can I see Fluffy drop his guy on his steer? Oh, I think he meant to say his gut on the steering wheel. I think he wants you to do a flop of death on your steering wheel.
I don't want to break that.
Yeah, you need that steering wheel, man. You need that steering wheel. Yeah. Oh, Brent Mania says, what's some stuff about living in California you guys don't like? Gas prices?
Yeah.
Car registration prices?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Mortgage payments or rent? Traffic? Earthquakes? No, we like earthquakes. Those are fun. But there's a lot to not like. Homelessness, litter, pollution, politicians, taxes, crime. Yeah. And it's not Vegas, so that's kind of a downer.
Speaking of Vegas, apparently my niece is going to be going out there next month for her boyfriend's birthday.
Oh, nice. The niece that shares the same name as one of the roads out there?
Yeah.
I think it's spelled a little differently, right? But
yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was something I should say or not, so I went with the incognito avenue with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, like she doesn't remember. She knows she's been out there. She remembers being out there like when she was a kid, but didn't really get to do anything being a kid. But now that she's 21 and up, she wants to go have some fun.
Nice. She's 21.
Yeah, she turned 21 like a year ago. 2 years ago, I think.
Wow.
1999. Yeah, she was born in 1999.
Wow, she's 23 then.
She will be in October.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So Brent Mania says Rodney Carrington sang Titties and Beer. Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much. I knew it was like a country comedy dude. Yeah. So that's cool. But yeah, well, yeah, hopefully she has a lot of fun out there, man. You know, like
I told her to do what we do, you know, stay downtown Fremont at the Four Queens, save yourself some money with the resort fee, parking fees.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Yeah. Forget the strip, stay downtown. Man, I'll tell you what, man, like if I can't wait to get back there. I still want to go to Zach Bagan's Haunted Museum. I want to go to the Neon Museum. I want to go check out that Area 15. There's still so much stuff in Vegas, but at least I scratched my itch and got to go hang out at Double Down because we weren't able to do it because when we were there was no music. And
you got your Giordani's.
I did get Giordani. Yeah, man. Now you even got me saying it wrong.
Giordani's?
Yeah, you got me because Giordano's.
Giordano's.
You can call it Giordani's if you want. Yeah. But you know, it's cool. So after the comedy show, when we were over hanging out with Dizzle the Dime, aka Candace, and her friend Stephanie, and Warren and Matt and Justin and Travis, we were all hanging out having pizza. Dizzle's friend Stephanie is like from Chicago. So you know me, I always asking everybody about their favorite Chicago pizza or whatever. And she's like, don't really have a favorite, but she really likes Giordano's. So I was like, oh, okay. So that's still, you know, I'm still, you know, pretty much right. Like it's like the greatest pizza on the planet. But she was also, we were, you know, talking about like different Chicago places and stuff. And I was mentioning to her that they got that Portillo's out here. And she's like, oh, the Italian beef. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the Italian beef.
The Italian beef. Dip it in that gravy. Oh, dip it in that gravy. So did you get the
all meat lover? All meat lover, no bacon?
Yes, we did. Yeah, all meat. Yeah, the it's called Meat and More Meat. But we did that with no bacon, and oh my god, it was so good. It was so good.
Damn.
But you know what's hilarious? I was telling Matt as we got in there about the service experience that you and I had last time.
Yeah.
And so the girl comes up, and it's a different waitress. It's the same waitress that we had a while back. That she was really friendly when we sat kind of closer to the door.
And, I thought Brendan was with us.
Yeah. And
she was super
cool. So we were sitting there kind of, you know, closer to the door, and you know, and then so we had that waitress again, and she comes over, she's great. She takes our order, puts our drinks in, brings us our drinks. We're great. Brings a pizza a little bit later, brings a pizza, and she notices that Matt and I's drinks are both empty. And she goes, oh, let me get your refills. So like, okay, great. All right. Well, we see her walking around, taking another order in the back, standing there, hanging out, typing on the register. She forgot. A few minutes later, she comes back. This is probably, you know, at least 5 minutes later. She comes back and she's like, oh, I'm going to get you those refills right now. And I'm like, yeah, you forgot. And then so she walks away. She's over talking to some other customers, walking around, goes over to the bar, comes back, everything. Forgot, you know, like took an order at a table right next to us, no drinks. And like at this point, I can't eat anymore. You know, I'm getting clogged. I need to drink.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, man, I told Matt, I was like, man, she has completely lost her tip. I was like, unless she comes up and apologizes like profusely, she has completely lost her tip. And then so another girl sees me and Matt sitting there looking all pissed off. And so she comes over And she's like, do you guys need something? I was like, well, she told us she was going to get us refills like almost 15 minutes ago now. I go, and
Twice.
I told her, I go, yeah. And I was like, I told her, I go, I got this condition called a Schlotsky ring, which is a real thing. You can look it up. Schlotsky ring. It's the ring in where the food goes down, and it will get clogged if you do not drink with every bite of food. I was like, I cannot eat any more pizza, and it's sitting here getting cold because I don't have anything to drink. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And so that girl brought us drinks right away. So I was like, okay, cool. And then the other girl comes back over later, and she's with drinks in her hand. And she's like, oh, I see she read my mind. Like, no, she didn't read your mind. She got us bitching about you. But, she actually did her job. So, but then anyways, at the very end, she came with the bill, and she gave us 20% off. And she apologized for screwing up. So I was like, okay, you've redeemed yourself. You get a tip, but the pizza was great. I had another one, Caesar salads. It was great. And, I love the place, but man, they got to work on their service there.
Yeah.
Really got to work on it. Everywhere has, service sucks almost everywhere you go anymore though.
So that's twice in a row that you've been out there where service was, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, when Matt and I ate at El Burrito, the service was amazing. El Burrito. This it's Spanish for the burrito. That was Shadow Man. What's going on, Shadow Man? How you doing tonight? El Burrito was great again. And the plate was not burning hot this time.
Let me ask. You got the chimichanga, no crema.
That is correct. And I remember to tell him no tomatoes as well this time. I got the chimichanga, no tomatoes, no sour cream. And Matt got himself like a red, whatever, I don't know, beef or whatever burrito. And they were delicious. The chips were great. It was funny. The salsa there, their hot sauce, it's a little spicy. And it was too spicy for Matt. I was like, wow, man, you really are from Michigan. Wow. if you can't take that hot sauce. But then when we were getting up, and I've never seen this happen, how many ever times I've ever been there with everybody, Matt like stands up, and the seats have those kind of like arch things around them, around the booths. And there's like a kind of a little wood thing that sticks out of it. Matt like wham, smacked his head right on that thing getting up. I'm like, how did you pull that off? Like, I've eaten here at least 10 times. I've never seen that happen. I don't know how he pulled that off, but he knocked his head pretty good, gave him a headache. And that kind of sucked. But the food was great. I loved it. Their service was great. That time we didn't have to wait like 45 minutes. When was it? We were going to like a show or something, and they were taking forever. I think we were going to Warren's. I might have been there with John. That time. And we were going to see Warren play that night, perform, stand-up comedy. And we were sitting there, and it took like 45 minutes before we even got our food. That was at El Burrito. Yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, their service is always great, and the food is amazing. So it was amazing. But first night there, I had to do the DoorDash with get a couple burritos for me and Matt again. But
I bet it was good like the last time too.
It was good, but they forgot to put hot sauce in the bag.
Oh, damn.
And Matt, being from Michigan, don't got hot sauce. So it was ketchup or eat it plain. So I was eating that, just beans and cheese.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was still good. I was like hammered drunk, and so it was still good. And I was smart. I ordered it while we were in the lift ride on the way back from the Double Down. I do remember that much. Or ordering the food. It was a struggle, but I got it done. But so it was a great weekend.
You could have did a 2-stopper.
Did not want to do that, especially because you go to those restaurants, they could take forever sometimes. And that Lyft driver might be like,
you could have went straight to that Alberto's around the corner from Matt's house. That would have been stop 1. Stop 2 would have been Matt's house.
but it feels like that Alberto's is around the corner, but that Alberto's is really like over like 3.5 miles away.
That's not too far.
Well, yeah, but I just was like, I didn't want to risk the Lyft driver like taking off on us or getting mad or getting me like a bad score or whatever, So, but anyway, it was fine. It was fine, because I mean, it would have been a few extra bucks anyways to do the extra stop.
Yeah.
So why not just do the DoorDash, and spend the extra few bucks that way. So, but anyways, it was good. But man, yesterday, so I was getting ready to come home, and I didn't want to deal with the traffic. So, and I know we talked about this last night a little bit, but man, hanging out there with me, Matt, Warren Durso, Mr. Hilariousness himself, and then Stephen Pearl hanging out there with us. Oh man, dude, Stephen Pearl is hysterical, and that dude is fast. Like, you say something, like he got jokes like that, and yeah, like that was really cool hanging out with him. It's too bad that he wasn't able to or we didn't get to hang with him when Brendan was out there. So
Yeah.
But I did, and I haven't told Brendan this yet, but at the Balzer, thank you very much. I will enjoy my anniversary. Thank you very much. Good night to you. Yeah, we're rambling now. We're rambling, but I appreciate everybody for being here. But so hanging out, and if for everybody watching, if you don't know, Stephen Pearl is another stand-up comedian, like a legend, been around forever. But Brendan, Mr. Wet Movie 1, hung out with him and that other comedian Dante, like back in the day, like at the Comedy Store or something in LA somewhere. I don't know where Brendan hung out with them, but if I would have, I wish I would have remembered that Brendan said he was with Dante. Then I could have told him that, because I told Stephen Pearl, I was like, oh yeah, our buddy Brendan, met you like a long time ago and stuff, and thought you were hilarious. And Steven's like, oh, Brendan, oh yeah, I remember him. And he just looks at me like I have no idea who you're talking about. But yeah, it was pretty funny. But anyways, if Brendan saw him in person or whatever, maybe, I'm sure, maybe Steven would remember him or whatever. But Steve, we were talking somehow or another, we got onto the subject of talking about ghosts, and he was talking about being in the Comedy Store in LA after they close, and some of all the crazy, there's like a lot of comedians in there swear there's been like hauntings and stuff in there. They see ghosts, and there's supposedly upstairs, like way back in the day before it was ever the Comedy Store, they like did abortions upstairs, and so like it's like haunted by that. And apparently, and I'd have to ask him again, because I can't remember, because I was just laughing my ass off, but while he was there. But he was saying that there was a couple like big name comics, people you would know, that were like downstairs after close, and they were hanging out, and they didn't hear a sound, and then they went back upstairs, and all the tables were all like messed up and thrown around and everything, but they didn't hear a sound. In which, I guess, if you're downstairs at the Comedy Store, you totally would have heard that. And they're like, they came up and all the tables were jacked up. So either somebody played a real good prank on them and like tippy-toed around, or some ghosts went crazy in there. But Stephen Pearl was telling me, he didn't say not to say so, but he was saying that he was there with some other people and witnessed a candle lighting itself. It just lit. Nobody was over by it. Candle just lit up. So a lot of these people all swear that the Comedy Store is haunted. So I was like, man, they ought to open it up for like ghost tours or whatever afterwards. But apparently there's been like some of the ghost hunting shows or whatever have been there. So now I'm kind of interested in like, checking that out, and seeing, seeing some of that stuff. But yeah, there was some other, there was another like, and I'll tell you off camera later, but there was another like big name comedian who was going to hang out with us Saturday. But he wanted sushi. Warren wanted pizza. so it didn't happen. So, I guess he went to sushi, and and that I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who that was or not on camera, so I'm not going to mention. But that would have been really cool too. But it didn't happen. But knowing some of these comedians and stuff, man, getting to meet some of these people is pretty badass.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, Warren, man, 30 minutes and just hysterical, killed it. And I recorded almost all of his set, so I'll play it for you. I'm not going to put it all up, but you could check it out when you're over here sometime. Or I was going to upload it to YouTube privately. Like everybody's going to be looking for it now. But I was going to upload it privately so I could send Warren a link so he could, watch himself and listen. Comedians like listening to how the fans reacted to the different jokes and stuff, what was, funny or whatever. But man, Warren, man, I couldn't believe it, but he actually went there. So imagine what the audience looked like, knowing that Tommy Davidson was a headliner. It was probably 85% black folks.
Did he do the airplane joke?
He did the Winnie the Pooh jokes.
I don't think I heard that one.
Oh, where Winnie the Pooh's friend says, "Tigger, please." I was like, I could not believe Warren went there. I was like, man, Warren, like, but they loved it, man. Everybody was dying laughing after the show. Well, all these people were coming up to Warren, mobbing him.
You got to remember when we went and saw Ralphie May, and he's doing the black jokes, and and it was like we felt like we shouldn't be laughing, but yet we kind of laughed anyways.
It was awkward, definitely awkward. Funny but awkward. But it was great. It was great. But yeah, man. And then Tommy went on, and I was just disappointed because if we wanted to be able to meet Tommy, we had to get out of the audience and back into the green room before the audience started mobbing out after the show, because they didn't want the audience to see like the secret entrance to like the green room and stuff. So we had to go out early and go back in the green room. So I didn't get to see the last few minutes of Tommy's show, but what I did see of it was pretty damn funny. We were all like, we were dying laughing. It was good stuff. But I'm glad I got to go see that, I guess. So Warren has another show May 7th. And Warren's like, he's talking about like wanting to do a road trip. And I told him, I was like, dude, if I'm going with you, I'm documenting this. We're making a documentary of this. He's doing a show up, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's at the very north end of Nevada. It's like it's like half hour, 45 minutes outside of Boise, Idaho. And so, man, you imagine like a road trip with Warren, how hysterical that would be. And like, videotaping that and making a documentary out of it. That would be great. So, so that might happen early in May. But they're opening, but because Bonkers used to have the comedy club at the Hard Rock. Then it was like over at the Rampart Casino. And now they're having it at, I think it's called, is it the Pass Casino or like the something, but it's in Henderson, but they're going to have, Bonkers is going to actually have a comedy club there again. So a lot of performance is going to be happening over at that place. So that's going to be cool to see. But Jeffrey Peterson on 420, being the 420 comic, Jeffrey Peterson.
Going to be in Hollywood or something?
Well, he's going to be at the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club. So it's all the way up in Ventura, but he's going to, what's her name? Ralphie May's wife.
Yeah, Lana Turner.
Lana Turner. Yeah. She was hilarious, man. Remember, she was so funny before Ralphie. Oh, yeah. And then a couple other comedians are going to be the unknown comic. I think that's what he is. The unknown comic always wore a bag over his face. Yeah. And, one of the old, radio DJs in LA. I can't remember his name offhand, but is going to be there. So that's going to be a great show, but it's on 420. But it's also like 3.5. It's over 3 hours away from me. So, you know,
Oh, wow.
for you, it'd be ridiculous. But also on 420, Stephen Pearl's playing somewhere in Vegas. I can't remember where he said, but I was like, yeah, 420. Like, I'm kind of stuck because the 18th is my anniversary. And then the 21st is like the anniversary of the day of my mom passing away. So I'm not going to be in Vegas, you know, for that. But, you know, Steven's like, oh, I got dates coming up. He's like, don't worry about it, you know? So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get out there and see him perform. But yeah, and Matt's shooting another commercial in May for that attorney. And it's going to be like a superhero commercial. And so,
he was talking about that last time we were out there.
Yeah, and so that girl Dizzle the Dime, Candace, she is playing Catwoman or like a Catwoman, and Steven's in it. He's doing something I can't remember what, but that should be, you know, the other two commercials are pretty darn funny. So you know, that one should go over pretty well too. So that's pretty cool. You know, lot going on out there, man. It was a busy, like 4.5 days, man. It was like time just flew by.
Nice.
And I gotta adjust my bowls. All right, that's better. Yeah, it's funny. We were sitting there with Stephen Pearl and Warren because yesterday I was wearing my Wicked Smat shirt, and so we were sitting there doing Boston accents, and Stephen Pearl I was dying. He was just like, every word out of his mouth was like, like total Boston accent. And then Warren's dog like hopped up on Warren's lap and like hit him in the nuts. And you know, and the Warren's like, oh man, you got me, you know. I was like, yeah, you gotta tell the dog at least wait till you're doing a New York accent before he smashes your balls. Can't go breaking your balls when you're doing a Boston accent. But then we started talking about hot dogs, and then we got into doing Chicago and having hot dogs. But man, it was hilarious. Those guys are absolutely hilarious. But of course, you know, they were participating in some of the greenery, you know, while we were there. You know how they roll.
Salad.
But yeah, yep, broccoli salad kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, it was cool. I had a good time, and you know, not a bad ride home last night. I ended up getting home like it was actually like right at 2 a.m. So it was right at a 4-hour ride. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I stopped. Oh man, and this is crazy. So I stopped at over in like Yucca Valley. It's the last convenience store before you go down the hill. That it's like a Chevron or something. I stop in there, and as I'm pulling in, there's a cop next to a pickup truck, and the girl that works there is outside with the cop. Apparently, the old woman driving the pickup truck had like dementia, and she was driving around, didn't know where she was going, thought she lost her phone, but she had her phone. You know, she was losing her mind or had lost her mind. But the girl at the convenience store knew her and knew she lived just down the street. So the cop was like, come on here, I'll follow you home. Make sure you get home. And then, so the cop pulls out of the parking lot, waiting for her to go drive behind him. And the old lady takes off and turns the other way. So the cop like goes down the block, puts his lights on, flips a bitch, and then hauls ass after her and stuff. And I saw him, like, when I left the convenience store, I saw him pulled over on the side, but I was like, man, I couldn't believe the cop was willing to let her still drive. But after I went in, I got a Powerade and hit the road. When I drove by and saw them pulled over, I saw they were just starting to take off, but there was another cop driving the pickup truck. So like they were going to like actually drive her home, you know, but but I guess she lives alone and she's got dementia. Like, what is up with that? Not cool.
Yeah, so, no, there should be somebody watching her.
Yeah, hopefully the cops put in for like a welfare check, you know, from like social services or something to go check on her and stuff, because you can't be living alone with the dementia and stuff. So yeah. Nope. Brent Mania's out. Thanks for dropping by, Brent Mania. I think you hit us up with the question a little while ago, but if we didn't get to it, hit us up with it next time. It might have been somebody asked
Favorite baseball movie?
Favorite baseball movie. Here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of baseball movies. I like watching baseball, but I'm not a big fan of baseball movies. So I would probably have to say Major League. Being a comedy.
I would say Angels in the Outfield with Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, and
it's a kids movie.
Is that Thomas Ian Nicholas in that too?
No, that's Rookie of the Year.
Oh, Rookie of the Year. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the one with all the kids? The
Sandlot.
Yeah, that's that was a funny one. For me now, I've seen it. It's not one I can go back and watch over and over and over. Like, some people really enjoy it. I know they can.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I've seen parts of it, but I've never watched the whole movie.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It was a long time ago. Canadian Blu-ray. Daniel, what is going on tonight, Daniel? How you doing? It's got to be about 9:30, at least, if not 10:30 back there. I saw Daniel went to a Toronto Blue Jay game. Was that opening night? Did you get one of those hats that they had stuck to the seats? That looked pretty cool. I've never been to Toronto and never been to one of the Blu-rays games. I saw the Blu-rays play in San Diego against Padres a few years ago, but have not been up there. But yeah. So you gonna be going to any ball games this year?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying not to spend any money. Only time I'm spending money if it's to make money.
Yeah, no, I get that. Times are tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Padres, they got a pretty good team. So it would be fun to go check them out. So we'll have to see about that. I would like to, but man, it's so, if you went, or like for example, if me, you and Danny went, we were all footing our own bill. So we're each paying for our own ticket. So we're spending $30-$40 on a ticket.
Yeah.
And then one parking, if we split that, and it's, so each of us is paying $7 for parking. That's not too bad. But for me, Darcy and the kids going down there and everything, you can't go to a ball game for less than $200 anymore. So it got expensive, but
that's what happens when your team gets good.
Yeah. Or when your team gets really good players. Yeah. And has to pay for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so Daniel said, oh yeah. So Daniel went to opening night. Nice. And you got a hat. That's cool. Yeah. The Blu-rays, they posted something and MLB.com shared it on, I think Twitter. And it was a picture of the stadium. And rather than handing the hats out at the door, they put a hat on every seat in the stadium. So, and it was look what fans are walking into. But here's the thing. They could only do that in Canada because people are nice in Canada and they wouldn't go steal them all. You know what would happen here? People would be walking by snagging up hats at every seat. And then you would go to get in your seat and there would be no hat there because, somebody would have already rolled by and been walking out the door with 10 of them, So, but it was pretty cool to see all the hats lined up on the seats. That was pretty cool. So, Blue Jays. What did I say? Did I say Blu-rays or something? What did I say?
You said Blu-ray. Yeah.
Oh, the Toronto Blu-rays. Hey, man, you could get yourself a new sponsor. The Toronto Blu-rays. You get sponsored by Sony or something, right? But yeah, the Blue Jays. My bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, 10:30 there. Woo, late at night, man, getting late. But how's the weather? It's not snowing there anymore, is it? I think last time Daniel jumped on, it was snowing back there. But you know what? Yeah, I was driving home last night. And it started sprinkling on me. And I was like, man, somebody told me it was raining in California. I would have stayed in Vegas. What's up with this? But, oh, man. Getting a little late at night for the fluffy gamer?
Yeah, I'm just not looking forward to doing laundry. I got to go do laundry start by 9.
Sound like Fluffy Gamer need to go to McDonald's and get that Diet Coke.
I went to Jack in the Box.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's raining now. Oh, wow. You can't win up there. I mean, but you are in Canada. You're pretty far north. Way up there in the northern hemisphere, in Canada. It's gonna rain, it's gonna snow and stuff. But I guess rain's probably better than snow. But yeah, yeah, it was raining on the way back a little bit last night. I'm like, what? And it's all cloudy and everything today. It got up to like, I don't know, it didn't even hit 70 here today at the house. But Vegas today, Rafe posted a picture. It was like 109.
Ooh.
So yeah. Crazy stuff. But and it's crazy that Vegas is that hot, but it's like cool here. So that was weird. That was a trip. But hey, we're going now. I see there's 22 folks watching right now. We're going full Wet Movie One style. Ask anything. So throw your questions, comments out so we don't run out of stuff to talk about. But Fluffy got to do some laundry tonight.
Yeah.
Fluffy, what is your preferred brand of laundry detergent?
Oh God, what is it?
Is it the cheap? Do you just go cheap? Do you get cheap on me? Or do you go Tide? You go.
It's not Tide.
Is it?
I can't think of anything else. That was a Bounce.
Bounce with me now. Bounce is like the fabric softener sheets.
Gain. Yeah, one while I was drawing a break.
Oh, Gain. Yep. Gain.
That's what I like.
That is a good quality product with a fair price. Yep. That's a good choice of laundry detergents right there. It's only you. You want more snow, man. Daniel is ready for more snow, but just wait till it's like 95 degrees and 100% humidity. And you'll really wish you had that snow up there. But yeah, ain't no chance of snow down here, especially not now. I'm surprised it even dropped down like in the 60s, but man, clouds came in. I don't know what's up with that. I didn't hear anything about it, like a storm coming in, but what are you gonna do?
I know, like 5 days ago, they were saying it was going to rain here, like on today or tomorrow, but now it's like it's not in the forecast, but it started drizzling a little bit on the windshield, like very little. It's already stopped.
Yeah. When it was raining on me, it wasn't even bad enough to like really have to turn on the wipers.
Yeah,
I could have driven without them, but man, speaking of like. I guess I'm not going to be able to get the car washed today. They close in 23 minutes, but my car is in desperate need of a wash right now. But I thought about a $3 car wash in Vegas, but I was like, well, I already got the subscription here by the house, so I'm not going to pay twice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're getting controversial here. But let's address it because I said throw the questions out. What do you think a cool dude or begging for money seems like a way to make money, not a movie? So love to hate drugs. Thank you for the question. How you doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. Love to hate drugs. So here's the thing with that. I have not seen, and I'm sure probably Fluffy hasn't seen too much of it either, what Sean is doing in the way of looking for money for his movies. But there are a lot of independent filmmakers that do crowdfunding to get their movies produced, to pay for their movies.
Yeah.
Now,
if people are willing to pay, hey, I mean, that's all good for them.
Yes, but now, and I'm not. I don't want to mention his name, and Fluff, you know who I'm going to be talking about here. But I'm going to be very coy about this and not mention his name because we just don't need the drama, especially don't want it here. But apparently Sean reached out to someone to ask them to be in his movie and wanted them to like pay to be in the movie. And that's not cool. Doing a crowdfunding thing is fine. Yeah. But hitting people up and going, hey, give me money and I'll let you in my movie. That's not cool to me.
Me and Brennan were talking about that, and we're kind of thinking maybe he just like sent like that same message to like a bunch of people on Facebook.
Probably did. It was probably a canned message that just got sent out, and that's
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he meant it to individually send it to that person.
Yeah, not cool. And so, and now to Sean's defense on this, and I haven't talked to Sean in years. I haven't seen it. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't follow him on Facebook. I don't know anything that's going on in Sean's life, but I have heard somebody complaining that Sean was taking money to make movies, but they haven't been released yet. This is the thing. If you donate to a movie campaign, there is no guarantee that movie is going to get made. They're going to attempt to make that movie. They're going to apply that money to that movie. But you have to understand there is no guarantee, because things can happen. A lot of different things can happen. And so there's no guarantee. So you can't really get mad. You have to consider that there's a possibility that either might take a long time or it might not get done. So in Sean's defense on that, he would not, and I don't know, but if he did not release a movie that he was trying to do, he would not be the only one, because it has happened a lot before. So, it's just, if you donate to campaigns, you have to understand there's nothing guaranteed. So, you got anything else to add to that, Fluff?
Not really, but, except for the fact that, like, if you do donate to him and, like, you see nothing of it and he's asking for more, donations for newer projects, like, just don't donate.
Yeah, you'd have to think twice about donating a second time. Yeah. You definitely.
It's kind of the same way with me. Like on YouTube, I pay for full seasons of Storage Wars, and when I pay for the full season, I don't get the full season. They don't put it all out. It's just like a partial season.
And what are you going to do? Because they determine what the season is. So what are you going to do? Yeah.
So I told myself I wasn't going to pay for the season if they weren't going to release it all.
But then
I ended up purchasing the new season the other night.
Of course did. Yeah. What are you going to do? Well, when you don't have a streaming service or anything that you can watch them on, you got to buy them. What else? What other option you got? And you love watching the show, so you got to do it. Yeah. Canadian Blu-ray says, I was going to take another hat that someone left, but it was covered in beer. Oh yeah. So here's the thing. Like at the stadium, if they had all the hats on the seats, if nobody bought that seat, or if somebody left and the hat was still there at the end of the game, take it. No problem with that. But yeah, it's too bad it was covered in beer. But that's cool. You got to go, man. I can't wait to go to a baseball game this year.
Yeah.
Brett Reynolds. What up, Brett Reynolds? What would your holy grail be as to autographs? Your channel's great. Go Padres, Fluffy Gamer. Fluffy Gamer. Well, thank you for the compliment on the channel. And definitely go Padres. And definitely go Fluffy Gamer. And holy grail as far as autographs for me, I kind of have three. I want Anthony Hopkins. I want James Gandolfini. And I would like Denzel Washington. Denzel's probably the most attainable out of those three. But because the other two are you'll never find them for like usually less than $1,000 if they had the proper certifications.
Wow.
But I know, Fluff, you're not really into collecting autographs or anything, but is there somebody that you would love to have their autograph?
I know this was mentioned before.
Aside from what movie one?
But it's funny, like I was trying to come up with a celebrity, and I had one in mind, and then he said one name, and that was the one that I was thinking of. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah. That would be a cool, especially like if you could get Arnold Schwarzenegger on like a Kindergarten Cop poster or DVD or something.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, Arnold, that would be a good one. Yep. Sean, a guy who is so physical media doesn't even offer a Blu-ray on his crowdfunding campaigns. Oh, really? Wow.
I don't think he's the one that's like putting DVDs or movies, like the physical copies. It's up to somebody else or something like that. I don't know.
He
because there's more people involved besides just him when it comes to making the movies. He's just like the director, co-director, or whatever.
Yeah, and that's so, with that, he may, if he has a deal with somebody for distribution. If that distributor is not going to make physical copies, it's out of his hands. But for me, if you are going to donate to a campaign, you want a physical copy. So I would tell the distributor, if you're making a deal with me, we're doing physical. We're doing physical one way or another. Yeah. So yeah, I get that. I would want something physical. James Huppa Masia, hopefully I'm saying that right. How you doing tonight, James? You love to buy the couch to help Fluffy Gamer's goal for tickling random people's belly buttons. I do not follow that comment at all, but it's pretty funny. Do you have a goal for tickling random people's belly buttons?
It's on my OnlyFans.
Oh. So what's the goal? How many belly buttons are you looking to tickle?
1 million.
1 million belly buttons. Stand in line, folks. Stand in line. And it is so now is there a fee for you to tickle their belly button?
$3.
Okay. If you got $3, Fluffy will tickle your belly button. You heard it here first. Go to Fluffy Gamers OnlyFans. You can find it www.lovetoloveyourmother.com .org .zippo whatever. But yeah. Yep, there's one other comment. I'm gonna, hoax. I'm not gonna like go down that road there. But yeah, hey man, I'm thinking I'm gonna get off this live stream here in a little bit. I'm gonna go and edit me together a nice little Vegas video, and
nice.
Then I'm
There's
gonna.
There's a Dollar Tree right behind me.
Ooh. Hey,
I don't think they ever have much physical media in there.
Oh, if you see a copy of Spree, will you grab me one? I looked at a couple. I looked at a couple Dollar Trees and they don't have it. But
I got the one with the slip cover. I'll bring it up. I mean, I don't care to keep it, but it was a decent flick.
Okay. Well, and that's. But if I was you, before you offer to give it away, look and see what it's selling for on the Bay, because Zia's asking $13 right now.
Yeah.
If you paid $1, that's a $10 bill. It's a $10 bill right there.
How much did they want for the Meat Hook Massacre movie that they had?
What movie?
Meat Hook Massacre.
What's
4? I think it was.
What's that now?
Remember,
what are we talking about?
Remember you saw you had it. You showed it, Brendan. How much did they want for that movie?
Are you talking about that steaming pile of crap that I had in my hand at one time?
Yeah. And how much did Zia want for that?
I don't know. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I'd have to look. But yeah, so this is funny because in the one Zia, my bad. I just gave everybody a good patent. In the one Zia, they got Meat Hook Massacre. In the other Zia, and I told Zia they should be ashamed of themselves. I mentioned to the cashier that they should be ashamed of themselves, that they have the worst movie in the history of mankind, even worse than Meat Hook Massacre. And that is Dusty Ferguson's Bumblebee Tuna movie. Yeah. Angry Asian Murder Hornets was on the shelf. And the funny thing, and these are bootleg bullshit movies because they never have barcodes on the back.
Yeah.
They can't get a real release if they don't have because they don't have barcodes. So
speaking of releases, I remember the Sean's movies that he's directing was supposed to be picked up by Lionsgate, like the first 3 movies.
Yeah. But did you see who's releasing them now?
Yeah. SRS, not Lionsgate.
SRS, the people that brought you House Shark. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that, although I did see that they're being released by SRS. Love to Hate Drugs. Hey, yeah, we do try and keep it real. Thank you very much. We're not trying to hate or spread hate or anything, but we are trying to keep it real. But when things need to be called out for being bullshit, we'll call them out. And I do not recommend anybody ever spends a dime on a John Ward or a Dustin Ferguson film. I'll flat out say it. They're not They're not movies. They're not movies. They're glorified YouTube videos that suck. And that's it. And so unfortunately, they've spent some money to pay some actors that you may or may not have heard of in their movies at times, but they're just bad. They're just bad. I'll never recommend anybody buy those. But I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story now, and you already know, Fluff, but I'll tell the audience because this is hysterical. And I'm trying to figure out if I have a stalker or not. So maybe we'll find out after I talk about this. So Anonymous Boozer, aka Matt, aka Chateau de Matt's occupant out there in Las Vegas. He and I were walking around Zia Records the other night, about 6 o'clock in the evening. And I was looking for a particular movie that I was looking for, The Iceman with Michael Shannon. And it's got a great cast, but it's the movie, the story about the Iceman. He was one of the mob's like biggest hitmen back in like the 70s and 80s and stuff. And so I was looking for that movie, and they had 3 different copies, 2 different variants. And I was trying to figure out which one was the better one to go with. Because, you know, one of them was like an Echo Bridge. So it was like a re-release, but the Echo Bridge had the DVD with it. The original release did not. It was just a Blu-ray. So I'm sitting there looking at those, and all of a sudden I look to my left because I feel like a presence coming by. And not more than 10 feet away from me, John Ward goes walking by. Ooh, like he was beelining for the horror section. I don't know if he saw me and just kind of like tried to ignore me, but he did have the disgruntled John Ward look on his face. And so he walked by and, you know, was heading straight for the horror section, which I was not in at the time. And I saw him and was like, oh crap. One of 2 things is going to happen. It's going to be awkward when I am in the horror section, or he's going to try and talk to me and say, hey, I still want to talk and try and reconcile our friendship, when I just deemed that over a year ago that it was pointless and we should just go our own separate ways, just because we just don't see
You've had your differences several times
on a lot of things. Yeah. And so I didn't want to get into like a conversation and ruin my whole night. And I didn't, you know, we had plans and like we were going to go do things, and I did not want an awkward tag along. And so, you know, if John was like, hey, I'm sorry, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to have to go like, dude, you know, it's not happening. Go away. So I start like heading toward the door, because after John Ward goes by, I start heading toward the door, and I'm over here doing hand signals to Matt, like, let's go, let's go. And so Matt's like, what? Like we barely got here like 10 minutes ago. And so Matt comes outside and he's like, what's going on? And I was like, well, and I don't know if I should really even be saying this, but it's too late. Cat's out of the bag. You know, I told Matt, I was like, hey, unless you want an evening with John Ward, we need to go. And Matt's like, all right, let's go. So we took off. So yeah, we saw Mr. Meat Hook Massacre himself walking through Zia, and we were like, peace. So,
I wonder if he was going in there to check and see if somebody finally bought his movie yet.
So either that, or, but John goes in there, he collects movies. He might have been just in there. There's one of 2 things. He was in there to look for movies, or he was in there to see if he could get there at the same time as Matt and I were there, because I had mentioned in videos that I was going to be in Vegas. And so the only way he would have known that I was out there and would have possibly been trying to see if he could run into me at Zia is if he had been watching my videos and stalking me up. So that's why I'm wondering, was he stalking us over there and saw us? Or was he just coincidentally there at the same time? And here's
I think it's just random.
It probably was. It probably was, because there's only 2 Zias in Vegas. That one is way closer to his house than the other one. So that would be the one he would normally go to. So I don't know. But either way, I was just like, I don't want this in my life right now. I'm out of here, So it was pretty damn funny running out the door like a couple school kids hiding, playing hide and seek or something.
Yeah, that reminds me when I was over here at Book Off, probably like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. And just as I'm walking in, there's Danny with his phone recording, going into Book Off too. And so we both go in there together. I turn to check the other aisle as he's filming. And sure enough, there's deranged Chris Duncan with another friend, in the aisle right next to the other aisle that Danny was in. So I go back over there. I'm like, dude, Chris is here. He's in the other aisle. And he's like, so what?
Yeah, no, good for Danny. And he shouldn't, need to be, not going somewhere because somebody else is there. But, for me, I just know the situation. And I was like, I don't want this guy to.
That's how I would be.
I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. Well, I had an evening planned out, and because I want to say this was Friday, and because Saturday we were at this is definitely Friday. So we were going to the Double Down. We were going to go hang out and stuff, and so I didn't want to have to deal with that and either have a tag along or get all pissed off or anything. So I was like, nope, we're gone. How weird, KM? How are you doing? How weird it is to hear from you. Kidding, just kidding. I had to do something with your name there, even though it was like a bad joke. But he says, is Fluffy cool with Pat the NES Punk?
Well, a few years back, I actually got queued working for Lyft to pick up some people. And as I'm dropping them off, I'm queued to pick up somebody else. Didn't pay any attention to it, but I dropped those people off and I started heading to the next pickup, and it just happened to be Pat and his parents. He sat in the front. Yeah, he sat in the front. He's like, "Hey, how's it going, Philip?" And we had a little conversation, and it was a little awkward, but I ain't got no animosity towards him. I don't really hate the guy. I just, I obviously, I was a little upset to hear him talking trash about a friend of mine
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, did you guys talk about Atari games at all?
Yes.
That's funny. No, but I was gonna say, I don't know what your relationship is with Pat, but I know you're down with Matt, the NES Monk.
That is correct.
Yeah. Everybody's down with Matt, the NES Monk. Maybe not Pat, the NES Punk, but Matt, the NES Monk. That's a cool guy right there.
Yeah.
He got a hat, a little sexy swag to his walk when he's walking around a swap meets. Oh man. Funny stuff, man. Funny stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, I had to call Renee up after drop Pat off. And I'm like, guess who I just gave a ride? And I knew he was never going to guess. I'm like, never mind. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
First thing Renee said was, and you gave him a ride?
Yeah, right. You didn't cancel? Cancel that ride. I'm not doing this. No.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I gave him a ride. It was short. It wasn't too long.
Man. Speaking of Renee, is he still in that tournament? I saw, he did another video with the dude from the casino and Phil Hellmuth and Casey. I think I saw yesterday, but is he still out there in Chicago? In that tournament?
I think so.
That's cool. Man. Yeah, man. Good for Renee, man. It looked like a fun road trip with the family.
Yeah, all the filming locations. All the John Candy filming locations.
Yeah. No, very, very cool stuff right there. But anyways, we're at about 2 hours here, so I think I'm gonna wind it down unless we get any more questions or anything to talk about here from the viewers. It's always fun, but I hate rambling and getting boring, last thing I want is somebody to jump in and be like, man, these guys, they're boring. Oh, here's something I'll mention. When are you guys going to do another dumpster dive? Another time, another in a far off distant galaxy in a different universe. Maybe that'll happen, but not anytime soon here. The dumpster GameStops don't put anything out. The bottom line, they don't put anything out that's worth looking for. They break everything now. Everything that anything they do put out, they crack it, they break it.
And then also Book Off, they actually lock their dumpsters now. That's
all right. I got mad wall hopping skills. If they're locking the dumpster, maybe that means they're actually just throwing the DVDs away with the cases now. Because for a while, remember, they were just throwing cases out and no movies.
Yeah.
That was frustrating. Although I did replace a bunch of cases over here that were jacked up, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a bummer. But hey, man, I'll hop a wall. I will hop a wall in public.
High jump.
Yeah, man, I'll get over it. Big belly and all, I'll get over it. But let's see. What's this? Physical media crowdfunding. Sadly, soon you can add someone else to that list. What list? What list? I don't know what was that. Maybe I'm missing the point of that there. But let me know if you want to elaborate on the question.
List of stalkers, maybe.
Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Did I piss somebody else off? Hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully not. But yeah, we'll see. But man,
or did they mean something about not doing any dumpster diving?
Yeah, no, it was like that question followed the other one up like well before we even started talking about dumpster diving. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, well, yeah, it's been 2 hours, so I think we'll call it a night here. Let Fluffy go do his laundry. Let me start editing this Vegas video, so it's up there for you guys at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, and and then I'll probably go pop in a movie or something. But I don't think one person. I mean, there was a couple of jokes about it, but has anybody seen this? Like, man, I had such high hopes for that because people have been talking about it for a while. I'd heard about it. Like, I'd even seen on my list. Remember that list I had it was a screenshot that I had on my phone where I was looking at, and I kept going back to see about the most messed up movies. Feed was on there too, but it was not that good. So kind of disappointing. Yeah, kind of disappointing. But anyways, yeah, that's it. Everybody go out, buy your Spider-Mans, buy your RoboCops, get your Frankensteins, and Father Stew comes out Wednesday, that new Marky Mark and Mel Gibson movie, and Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore. It's got Mads Mikkelsen, who I really like, but I don't really care about Fantastic Beasts movies, so I'll watch a Padre game instead, or a Red Sox game or something. So
yeah, that reminds me. I gotta start listening to the game. It's already on.
Yeah, I know.
Probably almost over.
It started at 8:00, or no, it started like 7 an hour ago. So probably at the fourth inning. Yeah. But anyways, all right. Well, thanks for dropping by, Fluff. It's always a pleasure, hanging out, having you here, and chilling. But yeah.
All I have to say about that is
what? And well, just like that, Fluffy gone. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe. Don't go get no COVID. If somebody wants to wear a mask, let them. If they don't want to wear a mask, respect that too. And be nice to each other. Don't go get no COVID. I'll see you guys on the next one. One more time for the Fluffy Gamer right here. One more time for the Fluffy. One more time for the Fluffy Gamer. I thought you were going away. I'm going away. What's going on? Where'd Fluffy go? Man, yeah. Anyways, yeah, thanks everybody. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have a great night. Next Monday, again, remember, it's going to be a pre-recorded. It won't be live. It'll be, but it will be up at 6 p.m. next Monday for you, OGP's movie news and all that good stuff. But I'll get a live stream in like Tuesday or Wednesday next week. So y'all have a good one. And like everything I said already, that I'll be redundant here if I say again, take it easy, be safe, treat each other with respect, and I'll see you on the next one.